Cool. Okay. So in the special operator, we have two kind of operators in here. One is identity, one is members. So what actually the special operator does, the special operator is actually doing a comparison between the objects present inside the collection. So you'll ask me, what is a collection? Collection is group of elements stored in a, I can say, in a data type, list data type, tuple data type. You'll get to know. In the next chapter is data type only. You'll get to know. This is the only thing in the operator we will actually going to use in just a minute. We're going to use in our if and else condition only, most probably the operator thing. So in this special operator, we'll learn the same thing. The first thing is the identity operator. As the name suggests, we are identifying something, right? We are here what we are doing in identity operator, we are comparing the memory location of the object. So earlier you have seen in equal to, we were comparing the content. If A is equal to 10, if B is equal to 10, when we are comparing A equal to B, the result was true. Here what we'll do, we'll compare the addresses of the object what we have created. Let me show you. And for this we are using is and is not. Is and is not. Okay, see how we will use this is and is not in our Python program. Let me go to the Jupyter notebook. Let me zoom a bit. Yeah, so I think you guys can able to see my screen clearly. Okay, fine. It is visible. So anyone, can you tell me how to know the addresses of the variables? Like let me define a variable called val top. Anybody on the group, can you tell me how to get the address of this variable? Anybody?
Type ID you can.
Correct, with ID. So what is the address? If there are older people, if there are newer people, let me tell you, ID is something which actually reference the memory location in the RAM where the variable is stored. See, in the memory location, we have couple of sections where all the data types all the variables are stored. Like for this example, I will store 100 in a memory location where I'm giving the name of val term for this variable. But how does this computer got to know the location? Not with the name, right? Because computer always understand bits and bytes, 0 and 1, only binary. So all the location of the all the addresses which actually we are storing the variable, that will be stored with the memory content. Okay, so it is something like the computer refer the address to find the variable. Got my point? So we have the random number like 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever the address may be. Like if I yes, if I run this particular code from what we are doing is we are simply calling the ID function. Inside the ID function we have a variable. So it is annotating our addresses of the particular memory location. Nothing. This one is this. Got it? Simple. So why we understood that? Because in the special operator is and is not, we are comparing the memory addresses. We are comparing the memory addresses. Let me go a bit down. So you guys were asking, right, how to use hash and hash, right? How to use comments. See, to use the comment, in this particular window, we have code. So you need to update it to markdown. You can see there is no input right now. So I can use hash, hash, hash is and is. That's all. How many hash you add, right? That much smaller it gets. Okay, it has a limit. So it has six of the hash you can give at last. If I want to make it more bigger, then I can give one hash. Got it? So this is how we are writing the string, like our heading on the Jupyter node. Cool. So let me take two operators. One is val a, val b. Let me also print what is the value of value and also the address of the two variables. For this, I will use f string. Okay, I have put f on beginning of the string, double quotes. So here, whatever I can write, like a and memory address equal to ID of a. Simple. Nothing difficult, right? Let me copy, paste. Simple. As you can see, we have two different variables called val a, val b, which actually contain different values. The first variable contains 100, second contains 200. As they have a different content, they have a different memory location. They have a different memory location. You will ask, Krishna, why are you saying that? Is the memory location can be same? Definitely can be same, because Python is really intelligent. It can store, if the value are similar, it can store in a same memory location, same address. Let me show you example. Let me copy, paste. Oh, sorry. Okay, sorry. Actually, it is.
First line, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you guys can tell me, right, if this is some mistakes. Yeah, it's happened. Yeah. In this value, you can see we have two different values, right? A.
Just
Yeah.
one sec, Krishna ji. So when you gave that value in the curly bracket, even A, it gave some value. What is that value?
So already we have defined, right, A. We have defined in our notebook, right?
Some other
Yeah.
value. Okay, I got it. Thank you.
Yeah. Correct. Okay. So as we have different value, so memory addresses will be also different. Correct. So what if I have a same value? What if we have a same value? So in Python, it actually intelligently understands that we have the same value. See, val C also has the same address, val D also has same address, and logically val A also has same address, you can see. Why? Because Python don't want to waste the memory. Python don't want to waste the memory. It intelligently save it down or map it down. I can say if I have one variable like 100 or 200. So in classical languages like C, C++, they used to not, logically store the manages the memory very well. But in Python, what happened? In the same memory location, it actually suggested that you have three different variables which can actually map it. Okay, which can actually map it. So for a single value, it maps with three variables in the same way. Only the
This is very interesting.
memory address will be saved. Yeah, somebody saying something?
And this is very interesting. This is very new to Python, this type of memory allocation.
Yes, it is there, but people don't go that deep. Okay, so I'm telling you this because it is very interesting. If you go ahead of data types, right, then it will be more interesting that how memory is actually stored. Okay, cool. Okay, so anyway, val B is actually stored in the different memory location, which is actually the end letter is 232. Cool. So this is how the memory is managed. So you'll ask me, Krishna, how is and is not will be used. Here you will understand because I was giving you a trailer on this thing. What will happen if I go down a little bit? As you already know that val A and val B have a different memory location. So what I will type here, val A is val B. Whatever it will say, it will false because they don't have the same memory location. They don't have the same memory location. What if I say val A is equal to val C? When there is a is operator, is an operator, special kind of operator. So you have seen operator like equal to, not equal to, greater than equal to. So those are also the operators, but it is a special type of operator which actually we are going to use in Python, which actually compares the memory location. Compares the memory location. That's what it does. We can see other example also. Something like I can define some. Wait. Same as that, we have one more example for this. I can type. So you will get get familiar with this later on. Okay. What is it? List val. I am declaring a different data type called list. What is a list? List contains a different elements, different data types inside it, like a array. What array? Array have a similar type of element can be stored in an array, but in list, any data type you want to store, you can store inside it. Got it? We'll go more deeper in it. Things will get more interesting here. Let me take two lists with the same content. If I print it, see, it'll ask me, Krishna, how can I confirm this is a list element? Let me tell you like this. If I want to get the type, this is the type what Python gives me. That it is a list data type. Okay. So right now we are going to compare. We are going to compare the with the is operator, identity operator. So see, is You'll say, "Arey Krishna, what is happening?" The the content are really similar. They have no any different, not any different from each other. Why it is giving false? Why it is giving false? That's why, see what is happening, because they have a different memory location in them. If I type this, you can see there is a different memory location. The list data type, the list variable, I can say, it is storing a different memory location. So that's why while comparing it, we get a false. What if, Krishna, you compare with is equal to? What will happen? See, it returns true. Why? Because in equal to, it is comparing the values. It is comparing the values under inside it. But with is, it is comparing the addresses. It is comparing the addresses. There's one more interesting thing you can find here. See, you'll ask me, can we access the element inside it? Can we also compare this? Definitely we can do. This whole list have a address. Inside of this list, we have elements. They have also the addresses, because everything will be stored in the memory. Where it will go? Each and everything, every variable what we are defining, it will be stored in the memory. It will when I will say you, see, how can I access the first value? With a zeroth index. It will go something like 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, like this. It will go. We'll definitely see this in our next chapter. Don't worry about it. So how I'm accessing, how I'm doing, just look upon the logic. What logic actually I'm trying to build. So what I'm doing, I'm finding out the first element address here. Thus this is the first element address. Thus it is similar to our the list? No, right? They are different. They're different. What will happen? I'll also find the different list first element address. Will be the both value will be same? Anybody? If I type ID, yeah, it will be
Same. Different.
different or same?
Different.
I think it's same.
Okay, so here I have understood, if they have a same value, right? They have a same value. It will be stored in a same memory location. It will be stored in the same memory location. See, because as Python is really, managing the memory by itself, we don't want to waste them. Even if it is a list, even it is storing the element in a different memory, in a one collection or a binding, but inside the element what it is stored, right, it will be on a similar memory location. Like if I have a 1, 2, 3, as I have defined two different variables, they will be stored in a different memory location. Like list 1 will be stored in first, list 2 will be stored in a different memory location. But what the mapping they are doing to this memory location, it's something like this. Something like this. If I compare right now, if we'll ask, can you guys compare this? Yes, we can compare, and the value is true because we have a same same memory address. Yeah. So got what is the is and is not. Is not is the different one. Is the opposite one. If I do is not, simple, it will give false because the memory address are reversed. It's asking that. Yeah. Yeah. Please go ahead.
So we have When the variable we have given the list, right? The entire list will not save in the one memory, so it will be
So
differentiated.
it will be mapped. It will be mapped. If I show you, see. Yeah, I will describe it more in our list section, but as you are asking quickly, let me show you what it will does. When you define a list, right? When you define a list, it list
Will
is
take
also having a variable. Oh, sorry, list. Sorry, yeah, here where it is the example is. Yeah. List also have a variable, right? This variable will be stored in a memory location here. Okay, it will say here whatever we have, it is a list. We have a list class here. Class list, it will be stored in this location. But the content also have a different memory location. So what is suggest? So we have a different block for those elements.
elements.
We have a
Okay.
different block, correct? So those actually map to each other. Once we call them right from the index, it will actually map. It is the 0th index, it is 1, 2, like. Okay. We'll go through the details, don't worry. Okay. So currently we are concentrating on the identity operator. Okay. Let me get it. Just a minute, guys. Let me reuse here actually. Cool. Yeah, got it. The same example I have actually shown you that what actually is happening with list, with integer. You can try with string also. The same way we used to deal with string also. Like in is and is not, we are mostly focusing on the address comparison. So the data type doesn't mean much. Cool. Yeah. The second special operator is membership. Membership, as the name suggests, we are finding out the value or the object present in some collection. Okay, collection means we have a balloon full of buckets. In a bucket we have different color of balloons or balls we have, and in our hand we have a yellow color ball. So what we are finding out is the color of the ball is already present in the bucket or not. That we are going to find out, and this is called as membership operator. So in identity we were using is and is not. In membership we'll use in and not in. So you need to also think about it, like how it is being written, right? Is and is not. It is something like not in. So what is in? Return true if the given object present in the specified collection. Not in, return true if given object is not present in the specified collection where we are going to find it. So here is the example, like it has taken a string variable. Hello, learning Python is very simple. It's saying is H. H is also a character, right? Or I can say is a object. It is one string, one character string. Actually, it is going to find out in this string collection, which is a bunch of characters having inside it. It is finding out is H in X or not. So it is giving the return type as a true. Yes, we have H inside our collection. If you are finding a different object which is not actually present in our collection, it will say no, we don't have. It will say false. all the operators so you have gone through, they have only one return type, true and false. True and false is also a data type called Boolean data type. So this is how it will work, and let me show you an example on this. Also, a different example I can say. I'll not show this boring example. As you are familiar with list, right? Let me show you a list example. Most probably you guys will be using this membership and identity operator in collection only. Okay. Let me take an example called fruits. So I have 3 fruits. One is apple. One is banana. One is maybe cherry. Got it? So this list defines a collection. This list defines a collection because it is having a different element from the, I can say different element from the data types. Okay, this is string data type, this is string data type. So we have different type of data type inside a collection. So here I will ask here that if banana, which is actually a string, in fruits. So I want to find out if banana is inside the fruit or not. Okay. Okay, I see why the error is occurring, because I didn't run it. I didn't run it. See, inside this, what I can say, in this input value, we don't have a number, right? I didn't run it. So what should I do? Once I run it, it have a number, and the error will be dissolved. See, so once you get familiar with the errors, we'll get to know how you can able to write the Python language more efficiently. You'll understand more about it, because when you start writing different spaces object, right, like out of scope, you'll get error definitely. Okay, you should get used to them. Yeah. So as we have the banana inside our list, so definitely it is saying it has true. If I take a different example called grape in fruit or not, it is saying false, because we don't have any grape element inside the list. So what if let me use a example of not in, simply it will say true, because there is no grapes inside our list. Not in, just press on those special operators, in, not in. Those are really Python simple, English language, right? Not in. So you need to understand. So where we want to use is, where we want to use not in or in. Got it?
Krishna.
Yeah, Vijay.
Yeah. So do we have like operator in this one? Or
Like operator?
Or else, example, instead of writing complete word banana,
Oh,
like say example like BAN percentile.
okay. So
Can we do
yeah,
that?
it is actually matching the element, not the, I can say, not one each and every character. Okay. Let me take one more example. Let me take a string. Here I will ask if then in, sorry, let me take this string. If then in why it is match, it is actually going character by character, and it has a different element. You can see this is a string. This is all the collection of the elements, right? All the string element is being collected in a list. So it is most probably, comparing those element only. But once you coming and comparing the string, all the string, it is going one by one if the character is matching or not. Correct. If you use a different element like B, A, and E, it will give a false, because once it is matching, right? B is there, A is there, N is there. It is saying no, there is no E, there is A. Then after I can match. If there is A, then I can match. Mostly of matching, you can say, if you can visually imagine if BANA is present inside the list or not. Simply, definitely it is there. So it will give true.
So in the collection, like each string will have its own string value. Isn't it like that?
They have a different memory location, right? So obviously they have a different value. And what comparison we are going to do here, it is mostly on this element only. Like above the element, not going the inside it. If you tell me that can we do the comparison inside, definitely we can do. What I need to do, I need to reach this address banana, where the banana is 0, 1, 0, 1. So what I will do, I will use 0 like this. Okay. BA.
One. It should be one, right?
Yeah.
Fruits.
Okay, sorry. What? Because it is in 131, 0, 1. See, I reach inside them. But once you are hovering over the list, it will only match the element only. Understood?
Yeah, okay. So
Yeah.
when it is comparing with the whole list value, the memory of complete whole list to the actual to the value which we are passing in.
Correct. If you are
Correct.
using a list. Yeah, if you are using list. Okay. Correct. So the use case, I will tell you one real time use case where we are going to use it. If I have yeah.
No, yes, that would be really helpful.
Yeah. Yes, because what is happening, in real time scenario it will definitely come in the class where we'll definitely we'll learn them. But if you see right now, you'll understand more about it. Let me take the same example. I can say for no, I am mostly yet. So what is the 2-line of code? It's nothing but we are using a flow control statement. Not flow control, it is a loop, right? Loop is something like we are traversing upon this list. We are traversing upon this list and asking for a traversal. Like if how many elements we have inside the list, can you go on and print them? So one by one, it is going in a for loop and printing the elements. Apple, banana, cherry, like this. And if I wanna compare here only in this in, I can do that. See, how can I do?
So the F will, the F variable will take each element as in the sequence order.
Your voice is not clear. Can you repeat?
Yeah, the F will take all the list in a sequence order and it will print, right? So
Orderly we want to print, right? You're saying that or something
So
else?
here F is a reserved word. F. The letter
F
F.
is a okay. So F is a temporary variable. F is a temporary variable. Whatever fruits, like if I do a for loop like this, let me show you. What will happen? See, in the fruits we are mapping this value, right? We have this list here. So once we are start a for loop, the first element of this F will be apple. So once after it is being stored in F, as it is we have a indentation, it will go inside the loop and it will print apple. First element would be apple. Once we don't have any statement after print, it will once again go to the next character. What is the next state? The banana. So banana will be stored in F. Then F will go inside. It will be printing banana. So F is a temporary variable. You can take any name. So if I want to take
Okay, got it.
it got printed, right? Got it. What actually is
Got it,
happening?
got it. Thank you.
Yeah. So because it is a real-time example, right? Sorry, it is a real-time example. We are going to learn it ahead of time. So that's why you need to understand this. So see, we have used in here. We have used in here. So this is also a operator. Which operator? Membership operator. But we use it differently. We use it differently. Got it? Yeah. So this is a real-time example. We also can be using. Yeah. Okay. Anything else? You guys understood, right? Those operators?
yeah.
Yeah. The two operators you keep in mind. It actually, comes in use often time. Yeah. Let me take a sip of water. So yeah, let us start a topic. It's very interesting, very long. We'll go in detail. Most only will understand as much we understand data type, right? As much as we can understand Python by itself only. Because Python plays with data. Simple, I can say Python plays with data and its memory location. So data types is a part where Python is playing, right? There where data type is present. Simple. What is a data type? I can say a data type in Python is a category for values that actually tell computers that what kind of data we are working with. So in our example, we have listed down many variables, like we are passing on 100. We are passing on 100. This is a value. This is a value we are passing in the variable. But how computer will know? How computer will know that this is a integer value? As we already know, right? If we are passing solely 100, it is an integer value. But how computer will know which data type it is? So we are defining the, what I can say. Wait, I'm not getting the word. As because we are defining a variable it is stored in a memory location. It is stored in a memory location. And how Python understand it is a value? We are storing a value 10. It is having a predefined value. We are giving a predefined name for this variable, and we are giving a address. We are giving a address. While defining this variable, we are not passing any data type. We are not defining that which type of data it is. But after typing this type, we are finding which data type it is. How Python is actually understanding this this value is of list data type. That's because Python is already intelligent. Inside it, as it is a dynamically typed language, it already knows which value is coming inside the variable. We don't need to define it explicitly. Correct. So this is how that a data type understands. So we already know, right? 10 is an integer. 10 is an integer. If we are using double quotes, it is a string. We already know. But how Pythons know? So that's what definition data types is, right? What is the category of the data we are storing inside the memory location? Simple. So there are how many types of data types in Python? We have numbers. We have numerical data types, which contain integer. Integer is nothing like 100. All the sign characters. I can say all the whole number. You can say 100, -10. Those are those integers. Floating point with a decimal point. Floating, right? Boolean is nothing but true and false. True and false. Next type we have a data structure. You can see we have order, unorder. If we are going for order, we have a string. String contains those characters, right? Those characters inside it. I can say collection of the characters. I can say. List you have seen sometime back. You have seen the list. How list is defined, and they are ordered. Those are the lists we are defining. Same way we'll understand more about it, like tuple, set, dictionary, none. So those are the different types we have.
Does varchar also comes under strings?
Sorry?
Does varchar also comes under strings here?
Varchar? No. This string actually contains any number of characters inside it. Got it? As you can say, as you have given, example of varchar. Same in integer, we have different types like long, short, int, different types, right? But we don't need to use anything. If you are defining integer, we can store any number of value, infinite number of value we can store until and unless you have the RAM or the memory inside your thing. Okay. So Python is making everything simple. Everything simple. So I don't want to make you confused by what is the number, what is the data type. Let me list down all the data types what we are going to look on. See. So those are the data types that we are going to see. We have the numerical data type, which is actually a integer, float, complex. Mostly we are not using complex. Mostly it is for scientific purpose. Yeah. String. In string we have only one data types. So you can mark out the how the int is written. Okay, that's how we are going to use it. Okay. Then we have str. String is written as str. Okay, stress on this. We have str in it. Once we are going for sequence type, we have list, tuple, range. We have list, tuple, range. Binary types and binary types. Those are mostly used for storing the video content, audio content. So those are mostly stored in binary. We're not going to use it, but yeah, as I have included, we can look over mapping. Right, it's really important. It's called dictionary. If anybody have a Java background, they will understand what is map. What is map? The same thing. Map. It also store the values in key value format. Cool. Boolean type. We have bool. Boolean means true and false. True and false. T and F capital. Always look on that. Then we'll look on set data type. Set and frozen set. We'll look on what they are. Those are the data type we are going to see. First, we'll start with numerical data type. What is it? Really simple. We don't need to stress much on it. We already gone through many examples. Yeah. So numerical data type holds the numeric value. Numeric value, simple, whole number, floating point, whatever number you are defining in Python, it actually comes under numerical data type. And how many numerical data type we have? 3. Mostly you can say 2, which are integer and float. Integer contain all the whole number without a decimal point. Floating contain all the decimal point only. Whatever it is minus, it will don't care. Minus is also a sign and unsign. It will come under that category only. Got it? Yeah. Here it is. We need to declare a data type. While we don't need to declare a data type while declaring them. Okay. And we can simply just assign the value in the variable. But yeah, the same way. If you want to see what is the type of the data, you can see with a type function. Simple. So let us see example quickly. Let me start a new markdown here. Got it. Yes. So we are already familiar with integer data, but we'll deep dive more into it, how it is being defined. So let me declare a variable called val. We are using a value called 100,000. So it is coming inside a whole number, right? If I take the type of it, let me also print it nicely. That's how you can understand what is the value and what is type. Value is and type. So why the error is occurring? Because I haven't closed this. I've opened the string, but I haven't closed it. If I close it, the error will call. Okay. See. So what is the value? It is printing the value. And what is the type? It is already defining the type. So did you explicitly declare the type like int or something? Did you define? Did not, right? Did you define? No. And if you are declaring anything like this, Python will give you error. Simply don't define anything. Python will understand everything what you're defining. Got it? Krishna, you'll say, Krishna, can you define a negative number? Yeah. Why not? It can happen, right? It can store anything. The same. What is happening? Okay. So see, I have not printed once again, so that's why it is giving error. See. So minus also, unsigned also, it is giving a int. So whatever whole number you are giving, right, it will be coming under this integer data type only. Got it? So next we can go for the float. Next we can go for the float. So you'll ask me, Krishna, what I will define a float value, and can Python can recognize? Definitely it can, man. Why not? If I define a float, whatever value I can give, I can give. For negative also, I can give. I haven't declared anything. See, I haven't declared anything yet. See. Anyone? Am I defining anything?
Krishna,
No, right?
if I want to print only 2 decimals, like
So that will come under different.
Oh.
We can round up. Yeah, we can round up a float value.
yeah.
Definitely, we can do that. Yeah. Yeah. We'll see. We'll look up on the value. Right now, we are understanding how to, Yeah. Okay. So here, as you have asked for the round one, let me show you. The first thing you can typecast it. You can typecast it. What is a typecasting? I have a floating point value and I want to convert to a different data type. Okay. Converting I can write it here. Converting value from one data type to another. It is called typecasting. Got it? So if I want to typecast this value, if I print this, and if I print the type float, I want to make it integer. How can I do that? How I can do that? You have seen it how we are declaring it, right? How we are declaring an integer int. The same way we are using int as a function. See, we are using int as a function. We are passing the value inside it. Let me store the value inside typecast. And let me print the value. What is it? It converted, right? It got converted. The decimal point is gone and we have a whole number. We have a whole number. Got it? This is called typecasting, what we are doing. So for you, I think Vijay, you have asked for round, right? For rounding this with lesser number of decimal. See,
Yes.
if I have a decimal, val fit is there. If I want to round it, there is a different Python library is there called round. If I pass here, you can see it is already rounding up. Same like integer, right? Same like integer types, like this. But if you want to handle them, like you want 2 decimal after after this val. You can do it like this. You can control. If you want 3, like this. So here you can control.
Okay, thank you.
Got it? Yeah. So there are different types, but yeah, this is the easiest one you can use. So everybody understood, right? What is a typecasting? What I did.
Yes,
Right.
these are all comes
Yeah.
under functions, correct?
Mm-hmm.
These all comes under functions, right? Like rounding or
Yes, yes.
typecasting. Yeah. Okay.
Good question. See. Yes. There is a clarity I want to give you. Print, type, ID, int, float. So you'll ask me, Krishna, what is it? Why we are using a brackets? What I can say, open and close bracket here. Why? Why we are doing this? Because we are calling the print function. So print is a function already written inside Python. We are just invoking it. We are just calling a print function. Okay, calling print function. It is basics. Function is already Python has written a Python code. We can reuse the code. So for that we are calling the print function. Same as this. We are calling a type function. Okay. Whenever you see there is a name written, whatever the name it is, and it has a open and close bracket. It is a function call. It is a function call. Whatever it is, round. So round has a open brackets, close brackets. Open and close bracket. What is it? It is a function call. Okay. If you let me, I think we can't hover it here, but let me open VS Code. Just a minute. Let me show you. Yeah. If I print them all here, if I hover upon, you can see in the ID it is defined. It is a function. It is written in def. Okay, dev is a keyword. Is actually used in whenever we are writing a function, right? We are defining a function. We need to write def. So this is a print function we are using. And what is the argument? Whatever you are giving inside the inside this function call, right? Here, this ball fit I've given and 3 I've given. So you'll ask me why, Krishna, you have given 3. What is the 3 on the second argument you have given 3? Because there is a reason of giving that. What is the reason? If I come to round, if I write round, and hover upon it, so round is a function. Round is a function which actually takes the first variable as a number. Okay, whatever the number you want to make it round, right? The floating point or the floating point. And the second argument it is taking is the end digit. End digit is it is asking which of the decimal you want to control. If you are not giving anything, it will be taking none by itself. Correct. It will take only 2 decimal only. If you want to give them 3, it will be a error.
That is syntax, right?
This is called
Function.
arguments,
No, that
function argument. Yeah. See, it is saying round takes most 2 argument. It can take only 2, but I have given 3. So this is wrong. So as you have seen, if I am hovering upon this, it is only having 2 arguments. So 2 argument can be taken inside. 2 input, you can say 2 input, almost 2 input can be taken. Yeah. Anyone asking questions? Sorry, I'll skip it.
No, that is syntax for round function. That is what you are saying. Only it will accept two arguments.
And I can't say syntax, but this is a rule. Like
Rule,
this is a way you can call a function.
okay.
This is the way you can call a function, right? Yeah, you understand how to call a function, right? Don't forget this, because this is really important. We are going to play with many functions ahead of time. Yeah, guys, good question. Yeah, keep asking question. That's how I can recall what I need to give you a example on. Okay, because we are going to go really deep inside currently, and we want to know some of the levels which are actually floating upon. Okay. Yeah, good question, guys. Okay, so we understood how we can define an integer data type, how we can define a floating point data type, and how to convert one data type to another. So I have a floating point data type which actually have this, and it have a float type, and we can convert with the int like this. Same way we can do from integer to float also. So here we have did what? Floating to integer. We can do integer to float also. See how. So let me take the same way.
I have it. After conversion, can we store in the same variable instead of storing in the?
We can do that, yes, because we can update the variable anytime, right? We can update the variable. We can reassign variable. So in Python, what is happening? See, we have the memory location. Always when you are dealing with variables, data types, always keep in mind, as we have a val fit tc. I'm writing a tc. Here I have a floating point called 100.01. After typecasting, if I am giving the same variable name, which is tc, what will happen? Whatever the value we are saving, whatever value we are saving here, it will be reassigned the value. It will reassign. Python will not give any error here. But yeah, let me give you the example. I have a integer called val int, and here I need to update the val int to float. How can I do it? Like this. Float. See, how many integers are there? Sorry, how many decimal point? 1, right? Because it is converted from integer to floating. And what is the type? Float.
Okay.
Got it? Yeah. So there is one more data type you can see is in this numerical data type, we have one more data type called complex, which actually holds a complex number. How the complex number is written? It's something like 100 plus 3j. Okay, but in your digit, in your value, if there is a j, with a numerical value, it will be a complex. Okay, let me give you an example. Let's better. Right. Plus string. How it is defining like in a bracket. Okay. Same way, let me also take what is the type. What is the type of this variable? It is saying it is a complex type. When we define a, when we ask for a integer, it will be when we ask for a float, it will return a float type you have. Got it? So this is how it has been defined. Complex. So we are not going to use this on our example mostly. This is for our scientific or mathematical calculation, right? As Python supports many, I can say, many Python, many mathematical calculation inside it, and it is really fast. So that's why they have included few of the mathematical values also. Right? Yeah. Correct. So we understood integer, what is integer, how we can store it. We understood what is float. We understood what is complex. So the numeric data type we understood, and we also there is a plus point. We understood how to do a typecasting. How to do a typecasting. How to convert the one data type to other. Yeah. Yes. So let's come to string data type. While we are defining a string, it is nothing but it can be of one character or a sequence of characters. Two things can be possible. When we are defining a character, it should be inside quotes. It may be single quotes, it may be double quotes. So this is how string can be defined. So the first point is string is a sequence of characters. Sequence of characters. So there may be parallelly we have 50 characters, 10 characters, but the character will be there. And space is also include in that character. If you are giving it space also, it will be also included as a inside the string only. And it, when we are defining it, we always need to use a single or double quote. You will ask me, Krishna, if we will not use a single quote, double quote, what will happen? If you use a number is also can be a character, right? If you are putting them inside a double quotes. You will ask me, what will happen if we are not putting them inside a double quote? What will happen, Krishna? See. Simple. Nothing. We just need to look upon the depth. What is happening? If I define a string variable with double quotes having Python is awesome. As I have a sequence of characters P, Y, T, H, O, N, and also have a space, and also have double quotes. So this is a valid string. If you ask Python, what is the type of this? What is the type of this variable? They say string type, str. It will say str. So those are the short form. Okay, int, float, fla, float, right? So those are the short form. Correct. For string, somebody raising hand. Okay. Yeah. So this is a string. So there was an exception, right? If I am defining a character of numerical and putting it inside a variable. Yeah. Yeah, Chandru.
Nothing.
Okay. So is this can be a string or not? Because it has a numerical value. Can it be?
Yes,
Correct. Because it has a double quotes.
double.
Okay. Whatever we are defining inside double quotes, it will be a string. That's all. Nothing else. If you are not defining a string, it will be a what it will be?
Numeric, integer.
Correct. Integer. Because Python understood, right? If you are using a whole number, it will be integer. If you are using a decimal number, it will be a float.
Float.
Yeah. If you are using a double quotes, whatever character you're using, whatever. If there is a start of single quote, end of single quote, start of double quote, end of double quote, it will be definitely string, nothing else. There is no other variable where data type it can define string. Simple. Okay. Yeah. So earlier somebody was asking me that what's the meaning of while we are printing the string, why we are finding a single quote here? Why we are finding a single quote? I'll ask you. I'll say you. There is nothing something like we can define what the output Python can give, but we can suggest that Python use single quotes for their output. Python uses single quotes for their output. Simple. Okay. Let me give you an example that, yeah.
If you want
Sorry?
to pass the double quotes in the string value itself, example like 1, 2, 3 double quotes, 3, 4, 5 double quotes.
1, 2, 3.
No, I want to pass double quotes inside the string itself.
Okay. Yes. String itself like this.
Yes.
So you can see it is itself is not valid, right?
Yeah, I
If
mean,
I print
example,
it,
like
yeah.
in our daily use cases, in the real time, we will have some strings in the data also, right?
Definitely. Good question. Okay. Good question. We are going to learn that while we are going to use the single quote, double quotes, right? Here we'll understand. See,
Okay.
here it is already written. Double quote, single quote, double quote. What is the uses of them? Because there may be some use case, right? So we are going to learn.
Okay.
So here we have a double quote. So why Python is actually giving a syntax error? Because it actually understands whenever you are starting a string, whenever you are defining a string, you always need to start from single quote. It can be single quote or double quotes or triple quote. It should be inside this scenario. But what if you want to, include those two characters is also inside this string? Like single quotes also, and you should include the double quote if you want to. So here, this triple quote will help you. It's something like if you want to use a double quote, it actually comes on I can say what I can say orderly. Okay. If I define, I can take the same example as it is giving an error. What is the hack I can try to resolve it? Simple. I can replace the double quote with a single quote. Why it is happening? Why? That's because double quote can accumulate single quote inside it. Inside it. Same example. Let me try with replacing the single quotes with double quotes. Will it valid? Definitely. So here what you understand, when you are using this double quote inside your in your string, you should keep single quote outside. If you are using single quote inside, you should keep double quote outside, like this.
Oh, this is nice. Nice, very nice.
Yeah. So this is the hack, right? There's nothing else. Is the hack what we can try on. You will ask me, Krishna, I want to use single quotes and double quotes. Both are there. Simple. We can use triple quotes. See, let me take the same example. I have double quote, triple quote. Let me add some more character inside it. If I want to accumulate them, I have triple quotes. It is valid. Let me take it on a variable itself. If I print it, it will print like this. You'll ask me, Hare Krishna, what is this slash? What is this slash? It's nothing, but it actually escape sequence. In Python, it's called escape sequence. As because Python is giving output as single quotes. See, it is a single quotes output. To escape this, once to make it something like printable, okay, to not give error, it is actually printing in escape sequence. Can we use a escape sequence in our defining a string while defining a string? Definitely we can use. See, if you don't want to use double quotes outside, only single quotes, how can you do that? You can use a escape sequence here. Then it will be valid. See, I have used escape sequence. So should I repeat it? Last few things, should I summarize them, or are we good?
Yeah, good.
Good? Okay.
So, Krishna, in other words, this is Ranga. In other words, see, in database, when we write a dynamic SQL, you can use, suppose say you use triple quotes in the beginning, then you should end with triple quotes. In between, you can put anything which is matching. So, is it the same thing here, or is it different?
Your voice is little low, so can you repeat?
Oh yeah, let me increase my this one. Okay, how do you hear me now?
Yeah, it is good.
All right. So say let us define a string start with triple quotes.
Okay.
And put some value there, whatever you want. Say put a string or integer.
Okay,
anything.
let me type a select star from table 1. Yeah.
And then afterwards put single quotes.
Okay.
And inside that put some integer.
Okay.
Then come out of the single quote.
Okay.
Then put double quotes.
Okay.
And then give something, whatever. Again, some string value.
Okay. Yes. So you're saying it is valid or not?
Yeah.
Definitely right. Because I have already told you that if you're using a triple quotes, right, you can accumulate double quotes and single quote inside it.
Yeah. So, thank you.
Okay. The triple quote is having a high precision. You can say, let me summarize you here. Okay. Don't get confused. It is really simple. If you are using triple quotes, you can accumulate double quotes, single quotes, and you can accumulate double quotes. If you are using double quotes, okay. If you are using double quotes, you can accumulate single quotes inside. If you are using single quotes, you can accumulate double quotes inside. Any doubt?
Triple
So
also
this
we
is-
can give it, right? In single quotes, in between we
Ah.
can give triple quotes also.
Yeah, I think you can use anything, but you should match outer to outer, inner to inner.
Correct. Yeah, that's what I think.
Okay.
Correct.
So whatever we are starting, we have to end with that quote. Between that, we can do anything.
Yes. In here, you can see if I start with as it is a ID, right? It is if I'm typing single quote, na, it is by itself it is adding a one more single quote, because whatever quote you have started with, you should end with that quote only.
Correct.
Okay. So if you are starting with single quotes, you need to write inside it only. If you are giving a double quote, then it will not valid. It is saying you don't have a valid end of characters. Okay. So it is actually looking for a end like this. It doesn't matter if you have a double quote inside, because the accumulation point is a single quote only.
Krishna, is there any importance of tick mark, tick? There is a small tick. In JavaScript, that's very important.
Tick means like that?
Tick. No. It's on the keyboard, tick.
Acha, can you type on the chat quickly?
Okay, continue.
Where is it?
So let me. Okay.
Yeah, you can type, no worries.
Yeah, tick. Tick is like, yeah. You see that?
On the chat, I can't see anything.
Okay, continue. I will
So
ask
you
him.
can, you can search it. Yes. Okay. So now, just I need to tell you little more about it. That is the single quote, double quote.
The
It's
tick mark
making
is also known as backslash, Krishna.
as a backslash.
Yeah, on the typewriter you have the tick mark. You know, some
This
people
one?
call it tick mark. Yeah.
This one, right?
Yes.
Tilde.
No, not that one. Not that one.
Yeah, it is below tilde. On
Tilde,
keyboard.
okay, like
below
this?
tilde it is there, you know. Yeah, on the typewriter, see in the numbers, numeric numbers, just the first one, very first button on each typewriter is.
Acha, okay. This,
Yes.
Acha, tilde you are saying, okay.
No, tilde, and then before that, you see, if you shift, then you will get the tick mark, the value.
Correct.
Acha, this one?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Acha, take. No, I think it doesn't support anything like that. It mostly support on Linux, right?
Okay.
If somebody is using Linux, he able to know what is the meaning of this tick. Yeah, we don't play with this in Python. Okay. Just use double quote, single quote, those you can miss. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Keep asking question that how other people also get little more knowledge, and also I too. Okay. Okay. What else I want to show you? Okay. Just a question. I don't want to make you confused, but it may be inside your mind that Krishna, as you are writing single quote, double quote, triple quote, does it making any difference in the memory location, inside the memory location or not? I'm saying it is making no sense there, because each and every sentence, or if you're defining a string, if you're defining a string with single quote, double quote, it doesn't make any difference. Doesn't make any difference in memory. You'll ask me, Arey Krishna, can you show me example? Yes, let me show you example. Let me import a statement called STS, and I'm taking a string value which actually holds a single quote called Python, and let me print that what I'm doing, right? I'm printing the size of the string which is stored inside the memory. I can do it in Python. Oh, so for this I need to use get size of. Let me try what actually is it given. And it is stored, I think, in bytes. Okay. So we have 55 bytes actually storing this string value. What if I make it a double quote? I don't know what is the output. Let me print. I don't know what is the output with a triple quote. Let me print. Does it making any difference, guys? Any difference in memory? No. The string is only making sure, these quotes are making sure that it should be a string. Inside the memory, when we are storing a data, there is no meaning of this single quote, double quote, or triple quote. There is no meaning. All the values bytes are similar. Got it? Yes. Okay. So don't think about what is says, what is get off. Those are the module I am importing. Okay. From Python, it is already written a code to find out the memory value. Okay, what is the size of the value we are storing inside our data? I can say on the RAM.
Okay.
Got
What
it?
it is called, the system? It is called system import.
Mhm.
I mean,
Okay. So what it is inbuilt Python library.
yeah. What is the
Inbuilt.
library called in general? Like, is it the short form of system library, or sys is the
I don't
system
know. I don't know. Wait, let me
Yeah.
see. This,
module?
yeah. So this mostly you can say system only. This mostly play with your OS.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Then you can say system. There is no predefined.
Good question.
Yes. Yeah. System specific parameter and function. So yeah, it is short form of SYS. Okay. So there are different type of function you can utilize inside them. Okay. You will get to know those how to how to import the predefined libraries, how to use them, you'll get to know. So why I'm introducing little few things, right? You will be get habituated to it, and later on you will think, okay, so this already we have used there, and when it is coming on the real time of learning it, right, you'll grasp more at that time. Okay, so you understood, right? What actually is the difference of single quote, double quotes, and triple quotes in memory?
Yes, very
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. So it actually a Python interview question asked by interviewer. Okay, so that's why I've given you example. It might possible, right? If you are going to interview, those deep question might become. So you should be get ready.
Yes.
Anyway, I will give you the interview question ahead of time once we are coming on the end. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Tilde symbol is a very important in Snowflake. I pinged you once. List at the rate tilde. And it gives.
So yeah, list at the rate tilde. So actually those symbols are having a different precision or different value in different languages. In Python, we don't have anything to do with. With Snowflake, they have a different syntax to do, right?
Oh, okay.
Okay. So don't mix up Snowflake with Python. Python is a different language to communicate with the computer.
Just I want to say about that tilde. Is there any significance in Python? Tilde.
Okay. Tilde, right? Yes.
Okay.
So you have given an example of this, right? Yeah.
It's not the list. It's a tilde. Yeah, tilde symbol.
Tilde, right. Yes,
I'm concerned about tilde. Okay.
No. Don't be concerned when you are inside Python. Okay. Yeah, concern about those different type of symbol that what we use. Okay. Anyway, yeah, good. Okay. So let us go to next slide. What actually is defined? There are different type of classification in string data type. It's something like creating string, accessing characters, string methods. 3 things we're going to understand here. I think we can't complete today, but yeah, definitely let me complete few of them. So those two topics are really important in string to understand the characteristics. Okay, so we have already defined string, but ahead of time we are going to play with it. Ahead of time we are going to play with the string. We need to manipulate it, we need to add it, we need to cut it down, slice it down. So those are the things we are going to do. To perform the operation of manipulation, we need to access it. Whatever the string value you have defined. Okay, or perform different type of methods. Predefined methods means it's already available in Python. Python is giving the opportunity to use them for your convenience. Got it? First, we are going to see creating a string. That you are already well versed how to create a string with single quotes, double quotes, triple quotes. And you have already understood what is the significance of using single quotes inside double quotes inside triple quotes. You have already understood. So we'll go ahead and we'll understand how to access the characters inside the sequence of character while we are defining a string. Okay. Yes. Yeah. So there are 2 types. There are 2 operations we can do. One we can do is indexing. Second we can do is slicing. while accessing a character, we can do two operations. One is indexing, one is slicing. In indexing, what we are doing, as while we are defining a character, while we are defining a string, it actually is a character inside them. And in Python, by default, it is being indexed automatically. So if you are defining hello world in a string, the first character H will be defined as a 0. Will be defined as a 0th index. It have a 0 index. It starts with actually 0. Okay. If anyone is having a knowledge of arrays, they will understand what is a index. Index is nothing but a numerical representation of that character inside the string. Nothing else. I'll repeat, numerical, I can say, numerical, yeah, numerical object, what we are defining inside the character. Okay, simple. Like I can say, if we are defining, if we want to ask the string, can you give me this character in this particular point, then you need to have an idea of this index. Like this O is stored in this 4th index. So that was actually that index min. So I can read it out for you. Like string are 0th index, meaning the first character is a index 0. Okay, like H is a index 0, it will go until and unless the characters ends. Okay. Negative indexing allows accessing characters from the end. Right. So if you are using a negative index to access those characters, you can also use, but it actually starts from the end. -1, -2. There is no -0, right? Don't try to do that. Okay. Physically, logically, there is no -0, so don't use it. Start it from -1 till -12, whatever the character's significance. Let me show you. Index. Okay. To accessing the string character, we are using indexing. So how we can do this thing? Let me take an example of this indexing. The same example I can give, like str. Hello. Okay. We have already defined a string here. Let me print it out. Now we want to access the string characters. We want to access the string characters. By printing it, we are not getting any value to it. We are not adding any value to it. Okay. If I want to access a character in Python, I need to use an index value. I need to use an index value. Here you will understand that each string is having a character, having a numerical with them. Is having a numerical with them, which is actually called an index. H is having a index called 0. If I want to access them, so I need to type 0 on the index. So this is how the syntax actually happens. You need to take the string variable, start with a square bracket, end with a square bracket. In the middle, you want to type the index of that number. If I run it, it will print H, because 0 is actually linked with this H character. Anybody confused?
The position of the word, right?
Correct. The position of the word. I was not finding the word. Yeah. The position, you can say. If it is on the start, it will be 0. If it is in the second, it will be of which index? 1. If I type the second word, it will be L. Okay. So it is actually defining the position with a number. If it is on the first, it is 0. It is second, this is E. If it is third, it is L.
So can
Yeah,
I do the
Ranga.
reverse operation too, Krishna?
Definitely. Why not?
If a character, then can I find the index?
You want to do a reverse operation?
Yeah, say I give H there, and then will it give me an index?
We can do that, but we want to do it on methods. We can do it in string methods.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. If you want to do that, we can do that in string methods. If you want that, let me show dot index. Okay. Got it, Ranga? This is the reverse. I am finding the index. Which is the index of H? It is 0. What is the index of L? What we have defined here? This is a 2.
Got it. Very interesting.
So here we are not finding any reverse. We are just we are accessing the characters here. It is really simple. We are not doing that much of complex operation. The only thing you need to habituate it is the H is actually the index starts from 0. Sometimes what happen, if I want to tell you that, can you find W? What is the index of W? You can guys quickly tell me what is the index of W.
7. 7.
What is it? 7.
8.
8. Yeah. So this is the confusion always with everyone, because it starts from 0. That's why. So always when you find this type of in a situation, always start from 0 only. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 index. When I type 6, I can find W. If I want to find D, I will go from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah, type 5. What will it give? Empty space, please.
Space.
0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have a space. Got it. We will find a string with a space character. Got it. If you want to find the D with a different approach, how can you find it? With a different approach. I want to find the D, but with a different approach.
Minus.
We
can use minus.
You
Correct.
can use a minus, yeah.
Which minus value we can use?
Minus.
Minus 2.
Minus? Minus 2, right?
Yeah.
Plus
Okay.
0, minus 1, minus 2.
So we can go from left to right with a positive index, from right to left, negative index. If I want to find the same thing what Ranga told, like this space, if I go from left to right, it will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I come from right, it will be minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Minus 7. Same thing. Now, guys, you can play with it, right? You guys can play with it. Which index? Which character? Just practice it. Start practicing, guys. Otherwise, it will go over your head. Once we are, writing big Python code, then you will think, what is happening, man? Correct. The real-time use case of this particular scenario, I can give you here. Real-time, where the developers are going to use. As I have this string, I want to find when there is a W, when there is a character W, just print a hello world. Sorry, just print Python is awesome. For this, what I will do, I will make sure to loop it over with for loop. If value in, not value, I can say if character in this string, okay? If character in this string, if character equal to W, or I can say not with this. Anyway, let me complete the example. Zero, 1. It is a 6th one, right? So I can say 6. Oh, I can type this. Char is yeah. So what Python code I have written? I have defined a string variable. I am looping it with a for loop. Like if I loop it inside a for loop, what will happen? As I have how many characters? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12 times this for loop will run. 12 times. So with each with each point, it will store h in the character. It will store with a sequence. Like in the first iteration, it will store h in the first character. Then it will go inside. It will compare it. Is h is equal to this particular index. What is the index of this? W. Whenever the character W is approaching in the point, it will go inside the if condition and it will print this. If I run, whenever the character is what is I'm typing of? Whenever the character is W, then only it is going inside the loop. So this is the real time use case when we are gonna use it. Anybody confused?
Please explain it once again.
We are not confused. We are trying to digest it, Krishna. You are the expert. So.
Okay. See, let me give you some medicine of digestion. What actually it is doing. If I print char and run it, oh my god, what happened? All the characters of the string got printed. You understand right now what is happening. If I do a for loop, all the character inside the string got printed line by line. Okay, print line by line. With each line of code, we are finding W. I can replace this index with W also. If I type W, when this line of code will execute it, whenever the character W is equal to W, then only it will go inside. Otherwise, it will skip. Let me tell you, if I use else here,
Back the approximation.
in the first line of code, in the if condition, it is matching W in the character. If it is not finding it is going to else and printing skip. Once it is finding W in the character, it is printing it. You got it here? What actually this real-time scenario is doing?
Got it.
Got it? And what I will do for your understanding, as I know string 6 index have a W character, so I'll replace this W as a index. Nothing different, same thing, because string 6 contain the W characters. This is the real-time use case. Same way you can do the negative index. Okay. For this, I'll give you some tasks to do. I think you guys can do by yourself, or I can give you some tasks. You can be also, go through them. Okay. There is one more tweak. Let me show you. I have a string of how many characters? How many characters? Let me type a. I have 11 characters. If I do string 11, it will print the last one. Everyone got it, right? What happening? I am finding out the length. And why I am trying to say that the last character is 11 because we are starting from 0th. The length minus 1 is the index, last index. Length minus 1. Right? So 11th is the last one, this one. What if I type 12? What if I type 12? What output it will give? Anybody?
Error?
Yeah. Anything else?
No, it will not print anything.
Okay. So two different approach. Let me print it.
Out of range.
What is it?
Okay.
String index
is
out of
saying-
range.
It is saying that your string have a index value of 11 only. You're outside. Right? You should be permitted to find the index from 0 to 11 only. You can play with them only. Don't go outside. If you go outside, I will give you an error. The error is index out of range, or I can say index error. Simple. And it is given that the string index you are using, the string index means this one, 12. You are using, it is out of range, not inside the range. Got the point? So this is the error you will get if you go outside the boundary. If you cross the boundary, you will get the error. So this is what we can close today, and tomorrow we can start on slicing. It is more interesting because in slicing we are getting group of characters. One example, if I want hello from the string, from the index I am getting only one character, right? But from the slicing I will get a group of characters. Like if I want to get hello from the string, how can I type? How can I get it? I can calculate the index. It starts from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Can I type 0 till 4 to find the group of characters? So this is the column we are using for slicing. It will give half of the result. See, it will give half of the result, because when you are using slicing, the last value is -1. So what I need to type? I need to type 5. It will give. So last value is something like index -1. Like if you want to print hello, you have to go little bit ahead of the character and print it like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you want to print 4, then you have to go little bit ahead 5. Then only it will be printed. The last value is -1. I'll understand you tomorrow. Okay. Just I was showing you a glimpse of this. Okay. How it is being working. How we are getting a group of value.
Thank you, Mr.
Okay, guys.
Appreciate that.
Yeah. Thank you, Ranga. And guys, practices, I will give you the document, whatever today I have taught you. Okay. Just practice them. I'll give you also the example. Okay, of data types. And practice it. And even if you're getting any error, just ping me on WhatsApp. On the group only, you can ping otherwise if you want this. And if you're stuck somewhere, I'm getting a time, right? I'll jump right into it.
Okay, Krishna.